Hello, everybody. This is Zill Artsy 4. Um, so, this is my first official YouTube series, and so what I'm going to be doing this time is creating a speed paint series characterizing the Nine Christmas Reindeer based off the song. I'm pretty sure we've all heard it. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer. Um, Anyways, so I'm starting off right off the bat here with Dasher, and I've sort of wanted to give him a very charismatic vibe. Like, based on the song, it sounds like he's like the leader of the herd or group, and I just wanted to give him a very charismatic vibe, uh, sort of a young, spirited jock kind of feel, a bigger build, spiky hair, um, just to sort of fit that character trait or motif, I guess. Um, Now, well, he's not exactly quite um, built like a North Pole, so to speak, reindeer. Um, I they're I don't know, like I sort of based them off like the reindeer both in like the animated short story, um, like the one with like the abominable snowman. Um, you all know the one. It's the stop motion animation one. You can look it up. um, but yeah, like I gave him a dark. What do you call it exactly? I think it's called a mane. I gave him a dark mane, and it sort of makes him look a bit like an elk, and I'm okay with that. From what I can tell from reference pictures, reindeer seem to have sort of a mane-esque too. And well, storytelling wise, as far as his character background, um, I wanted to give him like maybe he was reluctant when Rudolph first showed up. Like in this song, he's not happy about Rudolph kind of taking his place as the leader um, after he saved Christmas, and he's just very grumpy about it at first. Um, and then like afterwards, I can see him sort of softening up to Rudolph and I don't know, seeming like he's more of a mentor figure to him, and just just teaching him and showing him around, sort of a redeeming character arc, I suppose. But yeah, I think that's it for Dasher. That's all I have to say about him. And next up, we have Miss Dancer. Um, so just from the vibe I'm getting, like I get the feeling that Dancer's a female, but that's just uh, from my interpretation of the names or songs. It um, just my artistic interpretation. But I sort of wanted to soften her up, giving her a slimmer figure, softer colors, and just a softer floof, I guess, like all around. And as the name implies, I wanted her to seem like a dancer, like a ballerina esque dancer, like the kind, like likes to use her powers of flight to dance around in the air, sort of like looking like a ballerina. And I tried to incorporate that in her design a bit. So I gave her these ribbons that sort of crisscross over her legs or hooves to sort of look like the ballet shoes that ballerinas wear, and just give off the vibe that she's preparing to do a dance in her pose. Pointed toes or hooves, I guess, hoofs, hooves. I'm gonna go with hooves, and I just softened up the curve of her antlers a bit to once again give her that it's sort of a gentler vibe. Um, and I feel like she comes off as cold character wise just because she's focusing so hard on dancing as her passion or as her like goal or just something that she loves to do. And it while she's focusing on it, or if you interrupt her, I feel like she comes off as mean or cold. But in real life, she tends to be sort of a softie underneath all that floof right there. Um, but yeah, I just felt like I wanted to deepen their characters a bit, rather than just the song. Because while the song does say that all of the reindeer used to laugh and call Rudolph names, I feel like realistically, people aren't always like that. Um, so I wanted to give each of the reindeer like their individual like reasons why they may have seemed mean to Rudolph or seemed mean from an outside perspective, but I wanted to deepen their character a little bit, like with Dasher, giving him a mentorship, redeemable role, so to speak. I didn't want them to just be one note, um, and give them like a deeper sort of understanding, which is kind of what characterization is, I suppose. And here's the finished sketch afterwards. Next up is Prancer. And because of the name similarities, I sort of wanted to make her like the twin sister of Dancer. So with Prancer, I wanted to give her sort of an athletic vibe. So I did broaden her shoulders a bit, but still kept that slim build, just to kind of give that feel. I also put her in the leaping pose because prancing sort of means like jumping, and I've seen deer prance in some videos, and they're kind of jumping. So I sort of wanted to emphasize that a little bit. I stretched her tail out because oftentimes with white-tailed deer, when you see them jump, their tails are long and fluffy, and they just stick straight up like a flagpole, and it's so cute and funny. I just really adore it. But also for Prancer, I noticed that athletes tend to wear like these sleeves or leggings. I think it's supposed to support or help circulation, so I just wanted to incorporate that in her design, since she'd be athletic, like jumping and prancing around, and I feel like that would be her main passion is proving her athleticism in the reindeer games. So while she's hugely focused on that, she is not happy about Rudolph coming in and stepping on her turf in the reindeer games. So I feel like that would be her main motivation in trying to compete against him or try to feel better about herself and just feel very competitive about something that she's really passionate about. And sometimes I see examples of that in real life, and I feel like it could add a bit to her character, just add a little touch of realism there. Uh, but it's okay though. We don't need to be competitive with our passions. We can just enjoy them. Anyways, right here I'm debating whether to manipulate the pose or not, but either way, I think it's kind of cute, so I decided to keep it the way it is. Anyways, yeah, here's the sketch of her plant competing in the reindeer games. But yeah, until next week, where I'll be doing the next three reindeer. Anyways, thanks. Bye.